Hey guys, Frozen X is here, and this time I'm going to be talking about what I personally think is the best sniper build. The talents and perks do change quite a bit from the regular single player build, even though that was built for both a sniper and assault rifle. This is primarily focusing on using a sniper, sitting back, and I would assume that you're going to be playing with another person if you're going to be standing far enough back to use a sniper. So let's just get right into it. First off, the sniper I use and I just got recently is the custom M44. In my opinion, this gun is going to be the best sniper in the game by a long shot. I did some research and looked at how it scales, and yeah, the 34.4k or 32.2k damage, and I don't even have a high-end model of it, and they do go up to item level 31. This is definitely going to be the best sniper in the game, or well, at least it is for the moment. That might change. They might balance it out more because personally, I think it is a bit overpowered. I also got this incredible AK that I'm nearly at 80,000 damage DPS with. But for the scope, you're just going to want to get a regular. I prefer the 12 times scope. This scope right here will do more headshot damage by 1%, and it will also give me a 6% higher critical hit chance. My problem is, let me show you what the scope looks like. I don't know, it's just a personal thing. I don't know if you guys will have the same problem, but this is what it looks like. I hate the scope. So I just put it on the AK because the critical hit chance on an AK is incredible. So, problem solved anyway. So I went with the 12 times scope, and then I went with a quick release mag because it has a 8% faster reload speed as well as a bigger magazine size, which is quite helpful because this gun has a very small mag to begin with only 5 shots. And then I use the hand stop coyote because it the hand stop foliage green because it increases accuracy and hip fire accuracy by quite a bit. I could go with one of these, but really they don't I don't the hip fire accuracy, the horizontal stability, I mean, even the stability in general isn't a problem. I can get a headshot looking down the scope pretty easily. And so yeah. And for the suppressor, I have the muzzle brake for more accuracy. I have decided if I want to go with this one because it has that plus 24% critical hit damage, which holy hell, that's a lot of critical hit damage. I know it says the DPS is lower, but sometimes you can't look at this. Sometimes this is kind of going to trick you because your accuracy might go down a little bit, sure, but if you don't suck at shooting, the accuracy doesn't matter all that much, and another quarter critical hit damage, just holy hell. So I haven't decided yet. I've been switching on and off between these two, trying to figure out which one I like more. Uh, I personally think I am going to go with the extra critical hit damage because, like I just said, the accuracy really, I don't know. As long as you can hit someone in the head, it doesn't matter what your accuracy is, and I have a pretty nice scope for that. Alright, so that's the mods covered, and then we're going to get right into skills. This is pretty much the same. I have the life support because if you're playing with another person and you're using a sniper, you're most likely going to be a decent distance away from them. So if you're able to revive yourself, that will help them out tremendously because then they don't have to run back to get you. And at the same turn of the dime, because you are far back, I use a seeker mine with the airburst mod. If I was in the dark zone, I'd switch that over to the gas charge because that even if it doesn't hit them, it forces them out of cover, giving you a chance to shoot them while they're moving. But in single player, I would use the airburst because it will go over, light them on fire, and while a enemy or AI is on fire, that is a great time to just get a few consecutive headshots while they're doing that animation. But players don't go through the same animation; they can still move. That's why I go with the gas charge because if it does hit them, it'll disorient them, and worst case scenario, they still have to get out of the cover because the gas will surround them. Alright, now let's get into talents. First off, we have as usual, the critical save. I don't ever see this being not in one of my builds, to be honest. Low health, damage resistance increased by 40% for 10 seconds. If you're at low health, you're most likely going to use a med kit in the first place because they're the quickest thing to recover health, and the 40% damage resistance will really help you out when you stand back up to shoot. For the second perk, I use Tactical Advance like I did in the last one. Complete a covered cover move to increase weapon damage by 2% per meter covered for 10 seconds. This is really helpful because as a sniper, you're going to have to move covered, keep trying to get good angles. Like, if an enemy moves out of the way behind a truck or behind a different barricade or something, you're going to have to adjust and move to a different position. So you're going to be moving cover to cover a lot anyway, might as well take advantage of that. Third talent, I use Suppress a Hostile to increase headshot damage by 25% for 10 seconds. Anything that increases headshot damage will definitely be worth it. Sure, this thing doesn't proc very often, I said that in my first guide, but when it does, that will make a whole lot of difference, and you will notice it. Because instead of hitting like a 78,000 headshot like my M44 does, I'll now hit over 100,000 if they're suppressed. And like I still am lazy, I promise I'm going to do it soon. Like I swear to God, I'm gonna do it soon. I would use the Wildfire because I'm using the Airburst mod on the Berserker or Seeker mine, and this has a 30% chance to apply burn to all targets within 10 meters. That 30% chance might save your life. Also, if there's like 4 guys standing together, they all light on fire, that's just a lot of damage you've just dealt because of one talent, and not a lot of talents really help you deal such a ridiculous amount of damage in a like crowd control area. If you are using the gas charge, I would suggest just switching over to during a cover-to-cover move. Incoming damage is reduced by 30%. As a sniper, you're going to be, like I said, moving cover-to-cover quite a bit. Having a reduction by 30% will really help you. And if you're far enough back that you don't really need to move cover-to-cover, or you don't really see yourself getting shot during a cover-to-cover situation, uh, I would suggest going with, sorry, I'm trying to find it. I would suggest going with the headshot a hostile, repulse them for 10 seconds, because you will be mostly headshotting enemies. You headshot a boss, that'll let you know where they are, you can adjust cover, whatnot. So yeah, those, pretty much you can choose any of these 3 depending on how your playstyle is for your last perk, but I would highly recommend using Stopping Power, Tactical Advance, and Critical Save. And yeah, I just kind of went over my thoughts on each one of these. I don't have any of them yet because I am that fucking lazy. But anyway, that'll be it for this video. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and peace out.